It's whatever's left Wednesday, and I made this delicious frittata with some leftovers. Come cook with me and find out how I put it together. For whatever's left over Wednesday, the hardest thing is to come up with something to cook because you have all these little bits and pieces of food that was left over, which usually might not even go together. And sorry, excuse the background noise. My boys are playing some games on the computer. Educational though, so that's a plus. But what I was saying is that you have all these little bits of food and you don't know what to do or how to incorporate them, and you don't necessarily have to. Like for this week, we had, of course, taco lasagna left over. We had some potatoes from our Sunday supper, and we had little bits of other little things that we've had for lunch and things like that. And from Meatless Monday, I had the pot pie soup, which I kept it in the Instapot and I have the cover on it. And that's what I decided to use for my meal for today, for my leftover Wednesday meal. And I had to get creative because it's not like a recipe that, you know, I can search online for, but I figured, you know, the consistency of the pot pie and all these ingredients would make a good frittata. And I love to have frittata sometimes for dinner with like a nice side salad, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's a simple meal. It doesn't take a lot. You already have your leftovers, and just adding a couple of things to change it up and make it something else. And there's not a real recipe for this concoction because it's really trying something out and trying something new. So I'm just gonna eyeball everything and kind of figure it out as I go. I already have a mental picture of a quiche kind of recipe and a frittata recipe that I've used in the past, and I'm just gonna tweak it as I go and see how everything kind of works itself together. So these are the ingredients that you're going to need to change up your pot pie soup into a frittata, and you're gonna need half and half. I put about a cup. We'll see if I need more or less. You're gonna need some eggs. Usually for my frittata, I use 6 eggs, but we'll see if that's enough, or maybe we might use 4 eggs. Usually I make my frittata or my quiches with different types of cheeses. I didn't have all those other cheeses that I use. I had in my fridge some mozzarella and cheddar, and it's not bad. I mixed them together, and that's what I'm gonna be using because we're in quarantine and I really don't wanna go to the supermarket. Before we start putting all the ingredients together, I'm gonna set my oven to 350. So here's the mixture. I'm just going to put it in another bowl.
I can actually walk through the pan.
So I think about 4 eggs is good enough. I like this consistency. And I'm not gonna add too much of the half and half. I'll start with maybe 1/4 cup and see where that gets us. I like that consistency. And now I'll start adding some of the cheese. So that's about 1 cup of cheese in here. And I'm liking everything. Now this is a surprise recipe, like I said, so I'm not sure how it's going to come out. But if I'm following some of the cooking rules, I think it'll be fine. Now, will my kids eat it? We will have to wait. Before I put the mixture inside my pie dish, I mixed it with this oil bottle that I bought on Amazon. I'll link it below. You just pump and go, and it's better than those aerosol cans that you get in the supermarket. So now this is ready for the oven, and wish me luck. Hopefully everything will come out great and the boys will like it. And if not, we can always order some Chinese food. So in about 45 minutes, we have our frittata quiche without the crust. and it's done. This is kind of what you want it to look like. And you know what? It smells really delicious. I think the boys are gonna really like it. And I'm gonna make a side salad, just a simple salad, greens and tomatoes and a little dressing, and serve this on the side. All right, guys, here it is, new recipe.
Popeye.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. And let me know if you made this recipe and if you liked it or not. And share some of your own leftover recipes with me. I would love to know.
Bye.